What's up, guys? MaximusBlack here, bringing you another Quest of Masters game, and I have a special game for you guys today. This one was a pretty exciting match. I won't say too much about it because obviously you're going to witness it right now. I had a lot of fun in this game, and I'll tell you right now, it was a really, really close game. So let's get right into it. Let me introduce those players. Mojo, JJ, those are my initials, J. And up top here in the top left position, we have myself, the one and only, the boss himself, MaximusBlack. So, yeah, this is going to be a PvP. And I guess before this quickly gets started, I can talk about the HD collaboration. We are recording our games tomorrow, which is a Saturday, I think maybe August 10th or 11th, or I don't know. The weekend of August. Anyway, it's going to be tomorrow, because I don't know exactly when this game's going to end up being posted on my solo channel. But probably by the time you're seeing it, we will have already recorded it. You may or may not have seen the episodes yet. But we're really, really excited to do that. And of course, it's going to be me, Nova War, and HD all in the same cast. We're going to do 3 of them. We got some really, really cool win cheese fails picked out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a little nervous because it's HD. And, you know, I know that, you know, he's just a caster. And, you know, I'm just a caster and stuff like that. But it's like there's a lot riding on this. If we do very well, we can get a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new fans, and it'll kind of keep us open for other collaborations that we can do with HD down the road, and or other bigger StarCraft casters' names that may, you know, see how successful this collab was between us and HD. So there's a lot riding on it. We've got the fan support, and we got HD's fan support. So I'm really excited, and I can't wait for that to happen. So definitely keep a lookout for that. And so it looks like we're both scouting each other. We both find out where we're at here. And I don't know what I plan on doing with this probe. That's a little sketchy. Like, I do remember this game, but I don't remember the fine details. I don't know if I was trying to do some sort of cheese on this guy. I do have one gateway up, getting out Bob now. Cybernetics core going as well. His Cybernetics core just finishing as mine just did. I'm a little bit ahead, but not by much. There we go, finally chronoing that up. And he's going to chrono out his first Stalker. Still no chrono on the Warp Gate research. We do have a second gateway up. Second assimilator now being dropped down for Mojo. And still really just typical stuff happening here. I do have out Bob the Zealot. We do have this epic probe following other probe. And I'm still chronoing out my Warp Gate research, and my Stalker's about to come out. So if we take a look at Mojo's base, and he's really using his chronos a lot on those first initial units. Why did I click that? He does have a second assimilator. Now, I don't get to scout that out because his Stalker just took me down. And this will tell me basically that he's going to do a 3-gate robo. Or some crazy heavy gas-intensive build. So I can only assume it's going to be 3-gate robo. And I am now bringing down a probe down this way, kind of maybe try to drop down yep, there we go. I'm going to try to drop down a proxy. And he totally knows this is coming. So he's coming over here. He's going to take this out very, very easily. Run, Proby, run! No, sour. And there we go. There's my 4-gate. Actually, my 3 initial extra gates are late right now. At this point, my unit should already be down here. I should be warping in units right now out of my 4 gates, and I should be attacking. If my timings were correct, like he still doesn't have warp, if my timings were correct, I actually could have won this game. Like, I should be at his base right now, attacking. So that is my problem, and that's the reason why this 4-gate is seemingly not going to work. And if it does, I'm lost for words, because his robo is now out. He's going to have an immortal, and that one immortal is going to do some serious damage against any kind of Stalker play that I try and go, and of course I am going heavy Stalkers. So, yeah, that sucks. I do have my second assimilator up, and it's still not saturated yet. We take a look at the units tab, not the income. 23 probes for Mojo, 21 for me, so my probe count is hurting quite a bit. And I do back off here. I realize that I'm really, really late on this 4-gate, and it's just not going to work. So I backed off, and it looks like I am going back down. I'm going to get a Twilight Council. So I think at this point, I know that he's doing a 3-gate robo. If I take a look at... Well, actually, I don't. I don't know he's going it, but just because he didn't attack me with a 4-gate, I can only assume... I mean, you should never really assume, but I'm assuming that he's going a 3-gate robo, and it was a pretty good assumption because, you know, I didn't have a bunch of units at, like, the 650 mark at my base. So it looks like I'm going to go ahead and get charged for my charge lots, and that's because I'm thinking he's going to go the 3-gate robo, he's going to have some heavy Immortal play, and of course, Zealots against Immortal are so good, and they're good against Stalkers as well, but you're really going to need that charge so you can get in there and get some attacking done. So he does have his Stalkers up here on a good high placement, so be able to see if any units are coming down. He also has vision in case I want to try to sneak around here in the corner like I did that probe that got caught over here trying to lay that proxy pylon down, and there we are. I don't know if you just noticed that or not. Yes, he did. He definitely knows that I do have a probe down this way, so it looks like I'm going to try and proxy again. He does have an observer in my base. He knows that I do not have an expansion yet. He also knows that I am going a 4-gate and that I have a heavy amount of units sitting at my base. Still, 23 probes. I need to continuously build probes, Jeff. What are you thinking, you stupid nub? Build some probes. You're not going to win this game without probes. I guess I can make fun of myself because sometimes I just don't get it. I've been struggling on the ladder, and it's all because of my probe production. And I mean, of course, a few other things, but a main reason is my probe production, and it just shits the bed so much. So I really got to continuously remember to do that. So look, whoa, it looks like we actually have a giraffe out on the field. And if I sound like I'm talking a little bit weird, I got my braces tightened yesterday, and they're tightened so hard that it's like I'm just so sour. I don't even really want to like open up my mouth fully, and that really sounded disgusting. But anyways, it looks like we are going to have an attack here by myself, and he's got this really weird wall here, which really isn't going to help him a whole lot because that Immortal can't really get out here, and his units are going to be in single file. But one good thing is that the giraffe actually has the range to be able to attack those units, and it looks like he's going to push out here. It's going to be close. I do have the charge lots. My charge lots are going in here doing some damage right now, but those giraffes are tearing apart, and he's doing a good job at microing those giraffes. This Immortal is going to go down, and it does. I need to back off right now. Those force fields are hurting me. Back off, Jeff. There we go. I do back off. He's going to be able to take out that proxy pylon. I still do have one more pylon over this way, and he quickly backs off. Still no upgrades for me or for Mojo. Oh, I do have an upgrade going, and look at that, Jeff. If you were just look at the production tab, you would know that both players are getting an upgrade right now. When casting fails, 101. Still getting used to casting by myself, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So it looks like this epic battle is still going, and I think I just cut my losses, and I'm like, all right, I'm backing off. I know he doesn't have an expansion. I think it's time for me to just expand myself and do my thing. And there it is, the Dark Shrine! I know a lot of you people are like, Jeff, okay, all right, Jeff. Why don't you just relax on the DT play? Why don't you just relax? Now, I was watching Whiteruz live stream yesterday, and in almost every single game he used DT, and he used them so sexy. Like, I came 4 times in one game, and that's a lot considering the game was only like 8 minutes long. I was like all over the place because it was so sexy. And, you know, a lot of people complain that I use DT, and in some cases they have the right to do it because sometimes I'm very stubborn and I think DT are the answers to everything. But I really, truly believe that Dark Temp is a great unit to have in any type of scenario, even if they have missile turrets, even if they have scan, even if they have observers or overseers. They can still be used strategically to kind of get your enemy to go where you want them to go. You know, if he had this expansion, I could drop in a couple of DT and make him back up his army. It's a great way of pushing back your opponent or making him move his units in places that you want them to move, if that makes any sense. And I really like to capitalize on that a lot. in my games, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but I like to think that I have very, very good Dark Temp play, so, you know, hate me for it or love me for it, it's all good. I do cancel off that Nexus. He is getting up his expansion. This is not looking good for me. If I take a look at my probes, I finally got some more probes. We're like 26 for me, 27 for him. So he does have an Overseer, so those two DT do shit the bed very, very quickly. And at this point, this is absolutely not looking good. He's got a crap ton of units in my base. That's 3 giraffes. I don't know. I do have level 1. I do have charge. I need to watch it. If I engage, I am going to lose this game very, very quickly. He's going to take down my Dark Shrine very, very fast. And look at that. I do have 2 DTs that I brought down this way. This is exactly what I was talking about. And I'm still backing off my units. Here we go. It looks like I am finally going to engage. This is going to be huge. Jeff, put up a Guardian Shield, damn it. Put up a Guardian Shield, you fool. Who needs a Guardian Shield? Whatever. Apparently I don't. And oh, this is going to be extremely close. There we go. Guardian Shield, a little bit late, but it finally does go up. The sentries do die, though, very quickly. My charge lots are going right after those giraffes. The giraffes are doing serious amounts of damage. The stalkers in behind doing damage against these zealots. No, actually, I'm just chasing them because I'm a nub. And one of those giraffes do go down. Wow. That was extremely close. I do have 400 minerals and 400 minerals only left. That is not good. My DT's in this base, so doing serious amounts of damage. This is basically a base race. He did put up a ninja expand in the top right corner. I only have 465 minerals. I have to make a choice, and I do decide to warp in some zealots. But as you can see, I only warped in 3, and I did that for a specific reason, because I'm going to need some probes if this attack does hold off. Oh, it's going to be so... The giraffe does go down. He does go down. Oh, but one of my bobs do... shit the bed right there. Do shit the bed? Wow, Jeff, your English is absolutely fantastic. What a defend. What a defend. What a defend. I only have 40 minerals left. I am building 1 probe. I'm going to be going from scratch here. I do have still 2 bobs. I'm putting down a random assimilator just in case it gets down to the nitty-gritty and it becomes a base race. And my DT can win me the game. I only have 1 DT here, and I am running a DT as fast as I possibly can up to the top of that map, because I know he has an expansion up there, and if this gets up, and or if he puts up a forge and a cannon, that is not going to be good for me, and it could be GG. He has 20 probes compared to my 2. He also has another ninja expand down this way that I have no idea about. I'm in here just taking out as many pylons as I possibly can, trying to supply block him so that he's forced to build pylons and use those minerals. And here we go. I am doing some damage with this Dark Temp. He does have an observer in there. I do not want to surround against this DT, or that's going to be trouble. Right now, I'm just trying to delay any minerals that he can be able to collect at this point. And I only have 3 probes. Not good. I am going to bring over the 2 bobs, and I still have this 1 DT. I have this proxy pylon down this way, an assimilator, not really looking good at all. I am going to take up this DT. I know that the damage has been done. None of these buildings can really build things except for this Nexus. He can build probes there, but I don't know why he would. Oh, and I'm missing some action here. He does take out my DT. That is not good. So I am down to 1 bob and 1 DT. Am I going to get rid of that cannon? And I get rid of that cannon. He doesn't cancel. Not good for him. Bob just did his job. Still have 1 DT. How many kills? 1 kill. Come on. 2. 3. Uh-oh. 4. 5. 6. 7. 7 kills on that 1 DT. He did his job. If we take a look at the probe units or probe count now for both players, I have 5 and he has 8. So those units took him from 20 probes to 8. So that is absolutely huge. And I'm chronoing out as many probes as I can. He is still way, way ahead. I do have 1 bob down here. Going to get rid of this Nexus to make sure he's not building any more. I have plenty of gas, so I saved up 150 minerals to get 3 sentries. So I can go up there and at least do some harassment. He does have 1 cannon up right now, and that's going to be huge for him. And he also has this second Nexus starting to get saturated now. It looks like he is taking a probe, and I didn't have those on attack. Oh no, I did not have those sentries on the attack move. I just basically running them up, and it looks like he is running down here to put a pylon so he can start powering up these gateways. If these gateways get powered, not good. And look at this, these hero sentries are doing some damage. What is he gonna do here? What is he gonna do? He's chucking down another cannon. Not in the greatest position though. Really not in a great position. 11 probes to 15. Mojo still in the lead. This second Nexus starting to get a few more probes on there. He is chucking down a gateway. That one Zealots, those two Zealots, making sure that probe shit the bed and also got rid of that pylon to make sure that nothing happens. And I'm slowly going to kill off this, and he's going to force to bring off all the probes from force fields. Nice force field play by myself there. Oh, another sexy force field play, taking out a lot of probes there and losing no sentries, going right after that forge, bringing over 2 more Zealots. And I still have 2 Zealots in here, picking away at every little thing possible. And it looks like I'm actually going to be running them up. I want to finish this game. I can smell victory. 31 supply to 17. A lot of my supply right now is right here and in these probes. Really don't have a whole lot more, and I really need to scout out this expansion or I am in a world of trouble. This game is still up in the air right now. I'm doing a good job at containing him, making sure he can't expand, like, you know, get units, making sure that he's constantly supply blocked, or he's forced to, well, I wouldn't say supply blocked, but he's forced to keep building pylons and cannons, because he's nowhere near supply blocked. He has 84, so I was just talking to my ass there. But I'm just doing a good job, really, at making sure he doesn't do anything. That's what I was trying to say. And it looks like this Nexus is going to go down. These sentries, these hero sentries are just... And he just says, what a funny game. If only my Colossus didn't shoot your Twilight. Oh, excuses, excuses. He does have a core up. He's playing it off like he's dead. And this is something that I do, and this is a very, very good strategic move. A lot of people don't do that. Pretending like it's not, you don't say GG because that's bad manners. And oh yeah, sexy. Oh, it just came. You don't throw up a GG, like if you're in Mojo's position. You just kind of throw out some, you know, oh, this kind of sucks sort of deal. Well, you don't say you're dead, and he's not. He has what, four gates now, a Cybernetics core. He has just almost as much saturation as I do. I have 15 probes. Some of which are getting gas, so we're basically even on getting minerals at this point. We take a look at the income. Yeah, 420 to 460. It's very, very even. He's still in this game. I finally get up my next expansion. The reason why I'm getting an expansion at 25 minutes because now he's not being revealed. I know he has another Nexus somewhere, so I'm frantically going around trying to find it. And not only that, I didn't have a chance to build a Nexus earlier. I know a lot of people are probably going to be screaming, get a expansion. Well, there's no point in this game where I actually had the resources to do so. It's either I kept building units and kept on making sure that he couldn't, you know, expand and get units and structures, or I get an expansion and then by that time he has units and I'm dead. So at this point, I'm a little scared. I'm not in trouble, but I have to basically go all in. I have to get up all my units into one ball, go in there and attack, and end this game right now. I can't take any more chances. He's getting up a couple of cannons. If those cannons finish, that's going to help him out big time. And considering that that's in a pretty damn good placement, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really close here. I'm going on in, and I say funny, because he's basically pretending that he was dead, and here we go. Those Zealots are going to do some serious damage against those sentries. Going right after those cannons. A nice force field there to make sure I can't. And he goes, bah, GG. And he leaves the game. Holy Scheitzenhavenha. That was an extremely close game. Ladies and gentlemen, Mojo versus MaximusBlack. That was, wow, down to the wire. Some really, really nice. Thank God I got charge loss because I would have been dead. I shouldn't have won that game. I'm a firm believer that I shouldn't have won that game. But I did some pretty clinch stuff to pull out that win. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. I sure as hell did. And thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Help a brother out. Let's get to 20,000 subs, baby. MaximusBlack. I sounded black there for a second. Let's get to 20,000 subs, baby. Anyways, peace out.